We should be going live in a second, ladies. Getting chatter up so I can share it. Different. Hi, everyone. I think we are live. Hope everyone's having a great day. How are you doing today, Joy?
I'm pretty good. No complaints.
No complaints? Callie, how are you doing?
I am good. Nice
Good,
weather
good.
day, sunshiny.
Sun shining? Yeah, it's pretty. I was
Yes.
it got cold for a minute here. Did it get cold there?
Yeah, it did.
We
27
had that
degrees the other morning.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's gonna be 80 degrees tomorrow.
Really? Yeah, I hadn't checked tomorrow, but I know it was freezing. Oh, I have closed caption on here some kind of way.
I think that was Wednesday where we got that frost.
Uh-huh.
It was real bad. If you left your car outside, you had to add in about 10 minutes on your before
Yes,
work.
girl. But yeah, I'm happy it's warming up. I think I'm ready. My summer body ain't here though. So I was like, God is letting it be cold a little longer so we can get our summer bodies right. But guess that ain't gonna last too long.
Yeah, but St. Luke tomorrow it's gonna be 81 and Tuesday it's gonna be 86.
What? Okay.
Yeah.
So I need to come down. I don't know what it's gonna be here. I'm gonna have to look. But let's get into it because tonight is a little busy, right? Let me see.
Yeah.
So want to start
Does
with
the reunion start tonight? I wasn't sure
Yeah, it
about
starts
that.
at 7.
Yeah.
So I was gonna hopefully we'll be done right before it starts. I'm gonna try to keep us on task
Absolutely.
today. I don't know how good it's gonna be, but we shall see. Let's start with I guess Married to Medicine. I'm not watching it, but I don't know if I should watch it. Did you see where Mariah shared an article? So she's still talking about the show to USA Today. It was like 2 days ago, saying how she was the first Black creator and how she was asked to be on Atlanta. Her husband was like, absolutely not, and things like that. Did you all see that?
I didn't read the
No.
article, but I kind of scanned through it. They were giving her credit for starting that. I think they're doing some damage control
Yeah.
because one of the things that they're trying to say is, we wasn't too racist because we gave this Black woman this platform, but you all have played her at every step of the way.
Every step.
But one of her issues I think we talked about is that I don't think you should be both a cast member and executive producer. I believe that strongly. I really do like Mariah. I really like Mariah. And I enjoy her on the show, but I don't think you can wear those two hats. It's really unfair to the girls. We saw it how it played out even on her show, but also on Basketball Wives.
Oh, Basketball Wives was a lot worse. It was horrible.
It was horrible because it was kind of Quad kind of put out there that Mariah's was a vanity title,
but it wasn't. She's getting paid, I think. So okay, so my question is, if she's doing this article, she gave quotes. What do you think's happening with the lawsuit? Because if you are suing somebody, would you still be out there? Is it to help her lawsuit, or do you think it's dropped? Like, what do you? I couldn't get a gauge on it.
I think they're going to settle. I think they're going to settle.
Yeah.
We probably won't hear anything about it. They'll put out a few little teasers like this, acknowledging her in this article, and they'll probably do a couple more things like that, and then we'll read that things have been settled. Mariah will walk away with a nice check and move on.
She'll probably say executive producer, right? You think?
Right.
Yeah. She'll still get paid that way. And then I think she should stay off the show. I think it's horrible without her. So they need somebody else. But I don't know. So did you all watch it? I didn't watch it, but always.
I did.
Okay, so it was a March on Washington, right? Was that this one? Okay, so what you think about it?
Married to Medicine has run its course, or they need a new cast. I definitely think it's run its course. Jackie, I think, was this the episode where Jackie this was before that, they were all in Washington, and then they got Lisa Nicole and everybody else, and Toya seems to always be drunk. But one of the things that I definitely don't like, Heavenly has had this running thing with accusing, because Lisa Nicole, Toya, and Carrie aren't doctors, so they're not smart enough. I definitely don't like that. Heavenly has lost her rabbit mind.
Somebody said that before.
She
Said that
did.
before.
She did.
It was Heavenly before too.
Yeah,
That's what I wasn't sure about.
before.
She's a mess.
Yeah, she said it before. She even did it like with Mariah, because Mariah's just married to a doctor,
Correct.
So she's like, you're not even a doctor.
Yeah,
they minimize, even Jackie minimizes them too, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Because she was like, we're like God, we're doctors.
Yeah, but what's interesting though is Jackie also minimized Heavenly at first and said anybody can be a dentist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And so now Heavenly and her are friends, and Simone is now kind of on the out.
Well, I think that is because I really do think they are friends, because Heavenly would say the things that Jackie may think, but she would never say. And Heavenly has become a mouthpiece, and she just sits back and allowed that to happen. And that's really why her and Simone fell out, if you believe that it's real. It's because she sits back and let her say everything because she's thinking it in the back of her head.
Oh, yeah. She's her mouthpiece.
Yeah,
yes,
she's her mouthpiece.
Definitely.
And Heavenly is so... I would never go see her for any dental work. There's no part of her that says professionalism. There's nothing about her. Now, I heard she don't really work that much. She has a couple of celebrity clients that she sees. But for the most part, she doesn't really work.
And the way she talk about Tori, you think Heavenly was in the office every day. She works like 2 days a week for a couple of hours.
And my whole thing is, when people keep saying Toya needs to get a job, all I keep thinking is, I don't know how much Eugene makes, but it is a possibility, even if it's only temporary, that Toya makes more than him right now.
On this show.
It could be possible. I don't know, because I don't really know neither one of their salaries. But even if she doesn't make as much, it's probably pretty close, because I'm assuming Toya is getting $300,000, $400,000, possibly $500,000 at this point.
If not more.
If not more. I don't think they get paid as high as the housewives. But I do. Go ahead.
I was shocked to hear the new Mariah. What's her name?
Anila, something like that.
Yeah, and her husband made the comment that since the pandemic, he hasn't been making that much money either, which I was shocked to hear. It almost sounds like, I always kind of thought they were salaried, basically, or taking a salary off of everything that comes in and still getting paid off of insurance and things.
Not
like that.
Elective surgery.
Yeah, he's elective.
And that's
he's an elective surgeon. Yeah. They don't use him
I was
at
will for that.
Yeah, like Eugene, them, they ain't stopped.
They're ER, right?
They ain't stopped. They haven't stopped because they are emergency doctors. So they are but elective surgeons, they're not like, it's just like having a baby. They have to pay into those hospitals with insurance.
And I think Contessa, they're general doctors, so they're probably still working too. Because I think they're general family doctors, So, but yeah, he's elective surgery, and she still want what she want. But what about anything else on a quad bought a house? She threw a little shade because Toya and her were going in, and she was like, they said that she didn't have a house, so I guess she said now she got a house, just like them. So.
Yeah, she has a house. Does she still have that doggy couture business? Whatever the mess that was, remember?
I don't think so. When she did the clothes?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
So we don't think that, and she's no longer on Sister Circle, and she's probably not making $500,000 per episode here. What else does she do? Do you guys know or have read anything?
I have no idea.
I have no idea.
She must be like.
If she's smart though, she was staying in that apartment while she was working with Sister Circle. While she was on here, she was getting double salary at some point. So I would hope. I don't think she got much from Greg, but if she's smart, she clocked her money. She stacked her money. If
She
she's
probably stacked it up.
smart,
And I think
she
she's
would
like
have
an
got a house that
ambassador.
she
Do
could
they
have
get
paid
paid to like
cash
endorse
for.
products? I don't know if she
Yeah,
does.
yeah. And if
But
she was smart, she would have paid cash for her house. I don't know if she did or not. But if she's smart, she paid cash for her house. So she don't, that'll be one less bill that she would have to pay.
well,
And you know, Atlanta is a little bit different. You can get a whole lot of house.
yeah, you can get a whole lot here.
But
It's kind of changing here, and it probably is in Atlanta too, where you used to could get more, but it is still not as expensive as like
well,
LA
I
and New
think
York.
that the housing market is just crazy.
Yeah.
But I think at that caliber, it may not be. On this case, if you know me
on our end,
our end, you try to buy a house that's $200,000-$300,000, you can't get those even here in St. Louis.
No.
Like my auntie told me that she's a real estate agent. There's somebody in my neighborhood who has my identical house. And their basement is not even finished and don't have an extra bath. Sold their house for $100,000 more than what I know I own.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about it.
Yeah, when I refinanced my house, that went up almost $100,000. I was just like, this is crazy.
Yeah. And but I haven't refinanced.
But I can't move because I can't afford to move anywhere else because that's $100,000 more than it should
you
be.
Can't.
Too.
The problem is you can't find houses.
Yeah, I can't find anything.
Yeah. My cousin just put a bid on a house. It was like, I think it was like $325. They were willing to bid an additional $25,000 over what it had already appraised for, and they were outbid.
They were outbid. Yeah,
that's insane.
They're going like this.
That's insane.
It's a lot of these people, these big companies though, buying these houses and renting them out. So it's like hard for the average buyer because these big corporations with big money are buying these houses. Yeah, and then
it's a market out there if you're willing to sell your house, if you're willing to like get an apartment, if that's what you want to do to downsize. This is definitely the time. But yeah, let's move on.
Anything else with them? I don't think anything else with Married to Medicine.
It's not interesting to me. They went to Washington. It's not interesting. I don't know
if I should watch it again since Mariah, I feel like they're settling with her and she is kind of getting some kind of justification. Some justice is coming to her, but I'll wait and maybe watch next season. New Jersey was really good. It was like a mom.
New Jersey has been good every single solitary week. I have not seen a dull episode yet. You know,
to me, it was about mom because it was like Teresa was with her kids. Melissa was with her daughter. Dolores was talking to her son about her breast. And then they all met together with the moms. So I really feel like it was a great mom thing. So what do you feel like with Melissa's conversation though with her daughter about sex?
It wasn't appropriate for television. Yeah, it's not appropriate for television. And girl, my daughters, and they'll tell them what they would have done, but it's not cool to do that to your baby on national TV. I didn't think that's such a private conversation generally, but to try to have it on TV is jacked up.
I thought so too. What did you think about Jennifer and her daughter? Because at first I was kind of upset with her for talking about her parents' situation in front of her daughter. But then her daughter said they argue in front of her all the time. So she knows they argue. You know, her grandparents do. I enjoyed their talk.
That was last week's. Yeah, that was last week.
She went and talked to her and said, I'm sorry that I did that in front of you. But grandma, I don't think it's what she called her. Married young and it was arranged and she was unhappy and you know, and all that. And so I feel like that was a great talk with her daughter.
Yeah, it was. Probably the thing that stood out to that I've been reading in these groups, the New Jersey groups on Facebook, is that people really think that Teresa tried to turn that mother-daughter situation about her.
No, she didn't.
Like, you can't hate that woman that much because although Teresa is an attention hog at times.
Yeah.
I think that Teresa harbors so much guilt about spending that year in prison and it just inadvertently being her mother's last year that it bothers her. And I do believe her when she says, because even at the beginning of the episode, they were concentrating on her face, of course, production was, and you could see she was nervous. She was just nervous, and when she was sitting there, you know, I feel for her. She, you know,
even when they talked about it on the yacht, she was like, "My mom's not here," and then Jennifer or somebody's like, "Well, my mom loves you. She'll be your mom or whatever." You could tell then that she was going to be uncomfortable. So I don't understand how people do they hate her that much.
Yeah, I think people hate her that much, and I thought that it was really nice. I think whose mother was that hugged her? Was that
that was Melissa's mom. Oh my gosh,
Melissa's mom. I thought that was really nice to try to comfort her. But she something else that's probably was really important is that Teresa does admit to having this boyfriend.
Yes.
And now, so I think we get to see him at some point, which is really good. But yeah, I just don't think that Teresa's that manipulative to use her deceased mother.
Another thing,
and I don't care if it was people they're saying it was 4 years ago. Her mother's been gone 4 years.
My grandmother passed away about 2 years ago, 3 years. I still think about her all the time. Like you don't. And she was a major part of my life. I mean, like I would go there all the time. I was the only child. Now my cousins, we would all go there. We would play with my grandmother and my grandfather, and he would come get me every Saturday, and I would just go over there. And I still, so if for your mom, I mean, you're gonna always,
Girl, every Christmas, Mother's Day and Father's Day, I've seen my mother cry about her parents. Now it's no longer the ugly cry because my grandfather has been deceased since 94, but her mother died in 2002. Or was it I think it was 2002. And she at Christmas time especially, you know, I've seen her cry. So I mean, I don't say, Mama, that was 18 years ago. Get over it. You know, that's insane.
And she just lost her dad too. Like Teresa just lost her dad.
And she just lost her dad.
So it's free. I mean, no matter what, she doesn't have any parents.
And I would feel uncomfortable if I'm the only person in there not with my mother. Even if my mother was just out of town. I would feel so sorry.
Yeah, I would too. But I would too. I thought I had pictures of all the ladies with their mothers, but I guess I didn't download it. But I'll try to find it. But yeah, that was really, really a good. Oh, and then another thing, you are right. They do resolve things on New Jersey because when they're on the boat, that yacht, Margaret and Jennifer have been going at it. You hear me?
I told you. Even if it's short-lived. Yes.
They both were like, we saw each other's point of view differently. Now that we've talked to understand where you were coming from, you understand where I'm coming from. I apologize. Over. Now they're gonna fight again. They gonna fight again, Mama. They gonna fight again, but that part is over.
Yeah. Right. We gonna have something else to fight about.
Yeah. But no rush or whatever. I don't care. I'll just be sitting right here, Mama. Fine.
Huh? I think Kelly's talking about it. Okay, so next I have the reunion. What do you think about the reunion look? Here they go.
Oh, okay.
What do you think about them? I think they look good. I mean,
I think
Jackie,
Jennifer looks good.
Yeah.
Teresa looks good. And Melissa looks good.
Yeah, I think Jackie's too skinny.
I mean, Teresa, I mean, what's her name?
You talking about those reunion looks?
Yeah.
What's her name?
They all
Dolores don't look bad. But what's her name?
Dolores doesn't have on the right color. What happened?
I don't know, but Jackie looks sick.
Yeah.
And Margaret.
She really does look sick. She looks sick, and that dress looked like it's really like bad, cheesy material. It's just not a good look. I don't know what's going on.
Margaret
she's not old. Eating at all, is she? Jackie's not eating.
Yeah,
she's too thin.
She's too thin. They said, somebody said all her favorite line is "I ate in the car."
She did that when they went to the thing. She was like, "Oh, I already ate in the car."
Yeah. She's not eating.
And then what do you think about Margaret?
She looks a mess.
I think that if it could have been cute. I don't know what it is about it, but it could have been really nice.
She looks a mess. She has a much better body than that.
Yeah.
She looks a mess.
I know a lot of people were talking about Melissa's undergarment, saying it looked like she had a bush.
She looked like she got on black pants.
Yeah.
And Margaret, I know she just got her boobs done, but she should have put some tape on. It don't look like it.
It don't look like
it. Looks bad.
Yeah. But I love Teresa and Melissa the most. I wish Dolores had a look
Margaret's boobs.
Huh?
I didn't notice Margaret's boobs.
Yeah,
I didn't notice anything wrong.
They look like mine. Look.
Yeah, mine too, girl. Mine look better than hers. I ain't even had it yet. Dolores, I think if Dolores dress would have been silver, more silver than gold, or whatever color that is, she may look better.
They look tan.
Yeah, it's not the right color. It should have been like a really pretty silver white.
Maybe that's supposed to be eggshell or something.
That ain't it. That's too dark for eggshell.
That's what I think. Yeah. I don't know what that is.
Anything else with them?
I
think it was a great episode. I loved it. I think that the mother episode, because everything was dealing with their kids, their moms.
Yeah.
It was just really good.
Yeah.
So
I like it.
I did too. So now there's Atlanta we're going to talk about. So this was the Christmas party that was boring.
Wasn't it though? The Friendsmas, I think is what it was called. It was.
Okay, so the first thing was that caught my attention was, which Drew kind of explained why they were late, but Portia and Drew were 3.5 hours late. Would you have started the party without them?
Definitely. That's
Me too.
Yes, absolutely.
But
I would have started without them.
Done that before.
Yeah.
All of them have gone through phases of doing it. It's absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
You remember the time that Nene and Kenya was actually on the same team when all of them had showed up real late and they were supposed to go somewhere and they were supposed to meet in Nene's house. And she had made them food because Candy was three hours late and then had the nerve to come with some what's the name of that place that I like? Chick-fil-A.
No, she didn't, girl. No, she didn't.
Yes, she did too. And was still trying to get inside.
Oh, I would have. See, I don't understand. Just start. I don't understand why they just don't start. Then I think it would be less drama. Just start the dang on part.
That's unfair to the girls.
Yeah, and to production too, because production is sitting there 3.5 hours waiting. So
and
then
Candy never shows. Candy never shows any concern. So what? I'm like, can we get a tour? Or I mean, no, I don't care how late Candy is. She don't care. What do you mean we can't come in? We just walked up this hill. Let me see the house.
Yeah, I forgot about that when they were in LA. Yeah.
Yeah.
You're right. Yeah. And they have a reputation of just being notoriously late. It's just crazy.
Do you think they should get docked for that? Because I don't think they're being punished enough. If they were like, if you're late, you don't get paid this, and this.
It's a lack of respect.
Yeah, they've got to get some type of punishment.
Sometimes things happen. I get in life, crap happens, but sometimes it's just too much.
It is. It's just too much. I don't get
docked
that.
for it though. I think Candy would laugh at being docked. I think everybody else it would work.
Girl, you can't
I don't know if it's that or maybe your storyline ain't as prominent. Like something has to be. There's got to be some kind of ramification. Like you just cannot be late. You know what I mean? Just know. On a constant basis. So what do you think about, what did I have next? The gifts, the white elephant. Okay, so first of all, the name of the game was not the right name of the game.
Actually, they were playing white elephant. That's how you play white elephant. But every white elephant has to have a gag gift. That's the point.
Right, but then you still should have a real gift that's $1,000.
No.
So
no.
So
no.
For $1,000 you should.
Somebody can spend $2. No, man. That's not how we do it. Now, maybe where y'all live, but that ain't how we do it.
Smart of her to put some money, like tape it up in a wig or put a cash or something. I don't have a problem with that. But it should have been a situation where the person had to actually take it home. There actually has to be a gag gift in white elephant.
Well, the way we play, you do
not when you
give
a
real
they
gift.
made it their own rules. Yeah, they were using their own rules.
Yeah, we do
Ain't
our
no
own rules
$1,000 gift going to be followed by a cheap gift.
But
that wasn't part of their rules.
One of the things that I didn't understand was nobody ever plays white elephant and pick the lone gift that sits underneath the tree.
Yeah,
Why Kenya didn't pick from somebody else didn't make no sense. Nobody picked.
because Marlo's assistant told her to. I feel like production did this up because she was like, well, what does Kenya get? And he was like, that gift right there. And she was like, oh, okay. Like I don't think they understood the rules. They just did not get it.
Because
he told her
I
to
don't
get
know
that
how,
gift.
because somebody had taken gifts. Somebody took, only one person took a gift from somebody.
Yeah,
I can't
somebody
remember
took,
who it was.
The first person took something. Somebody took Drew's purse. I can't remember who it was.
But it should have been a situation, like I said, if she had taped or pinned the money in her hair or cashier's check or check or whatever, they would have had to actually take it home in order for it to be a gift.
Yeah.
So in other words, if they threw it away, they threw away their $5,000.
Their money.
I agree with that.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
Because most of the time, White Elephant is what, $20, $25.
It's not $1,000.
It's not $1,000.
That's why I said it was the wrong name. You do not play White Elephant for $1,000.
Was it $5,000?
It was $1,000.
Okay.
But Kenya's gift was a little more. But yeah.
Okay. So if it was $1,000, then that's what they should have. I agree with that, but it should have been a gag gift in there. I
agree with the gag gift, but you still should, because it's not right for me to spend $1,000 and then you say, oh, I'm gonna do a gag gift and spend $5. That's just not.
But usually, you know who brings the gag gift.
Yeah.
Usually, it's somebody, because you're not supposed to know who bought what. It's just supposed to end up underneath the tree.
Under the tree, yeah.
So
they did everything wrong.
So somebody is charged with bringing a gag gift.
And I guess Drew thought it was her, even though nobody told her.
Girl, we have played it at our house, and we used the one person that was charged with bringing, and they bought used DVD players.
Yeah,
it's a game.
I've had one where they bought one oven mitt, and I'm like, what am I doing with one oven mitt? Like one, really? Then you still get a person the other one later. Like you just don't make them stuff.
Right. So to me, that's what makes it fun.
Yeah.
But like you say, it's usually not $1,000. So.
Yeah. I was just like, but that was fine. I mean, it made the drama. I don't think anything would have happened if that didn't happen, because it was like, oh my God. What do you think about the boombox of it all?
I thought that was stupid. I actually like Drew, but her whole Delilah thing, it's judgy.
It is.
And it's for the same reason that I think Kenya is judgy. You can't.
To me, it's different. Because when you say somebody got the Delilah spirit, that's putting all the blame on her. Because Delilah fooled Samson cutting his hair. So Samson was a victim. Prophet Lot was not a victim. He was just not a victim. If he wanted to be with Latoya, it's because he liked Latoya. Yeah. And that's fine. That was fine.
But both of them is judgy.
Yeah, both of them are judgy. But I just feel like she shouldn't have done the Delilah spirit of it all. Because I'm like, fornication's okay. Being on the strip is okay. But then somebody's got I think she just needs to get off this. I like God. I do. I love him. But she just shouldn't do that. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? I have to put that disclaimer in there because God is listening, honey. We want him to know.
I definitely agree.
But why is she so overdo it? Why is she so overdoing it on that? I'm missing that whole little situation.
She wants a peach. She wanted her peach. I really think.
I think,
who's been giving her tips?
We have to go back to them. They knew it was an open peach, and both of them were fighting for their peach, and Drew got it.
Yeah. And I think Latoya was supposed to get it, but her and her husband they were both supposed to get it. This is why the cast was so small. But Latoya's husband was like, you can't show the kids. You can't show this. So they told her no.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
So I don't know, since they're not together. I don't know if Latoya's coming back, but I'm sure I don't know. Anything else?
Y'all think she should come back? Yeah, I want to see her back.
I wouldn't care. I know. I thought she was. I'll put it like this: Latoya can come back if they get rid of Kenya.
You don't need two of them. I think Kenya can become a little nicer if Latoya comes back.
I think I think if they got rid of.
Do this shit. Oops.
I don't think they should let back Cynthia, Kenya, and Candy. Period. And I like Candy as a person, but she's boring on the show.
She is.
I like Cynthia. Cynthia is a sweetheart, but boring. Very boring.
But I think that Cynthia's coming back. She's on All Stars. I don't see them putting her on All Stars.
And that's a
not
mistake
her
on the
back.
All Stars too, to put Cynthia and Kenya. All they gonna do is go back to their comfort zones. They're free.
Yeah. The only one who's by themselves is Kyle. She doesn't have anybody else from Beverly Hills with her. Yeah, everybody else has somebody with them.
They should have picked one from each cast.
Yeah.
They should have picked one so nobody has an alliance. I agree. Like those alliances. And when it's one thing if they're a fun alliance, like when back in the day when they did the Smalls against the Talls.
Yeah.
That was funny.
That was fun.
It's not fun when you have things going on and you got with Kenya, Kenya, so and nobody calls them to the carpet.
And I don't think any of them will call any of them to the carpet.
They're not going to.
But maybe Ramona. Ramona crazy. Ramona's a fool.
Now Teresa,
she really
Melissa will call Teresa to the carpet with no problem.
No problem at all.
But I think they should have put a person from a different cast.
And I guess Salt Lake and Potomac are filming because nobody from those two are on there. OC though, they're not filming. There's not anybody from OC on there. I don't know why. So I don't know how they pick these people. And I don't know why Cal's by herself. But I think she'll get along with everybody. She's gonna be the boring Cynthia of it. Watch. Cal's kind of boring. So what do y'all think about this old daddy, new daddy stuff? I didn't really watch this scene, but a lot of people feel like it was staged. Did y'all?
I don't necessarily think it was staged. It was no different than watching Candy and Riley.
Oh, I hated that.
To me, it's exploiting the situation. I guess it's real life if they don't mind it, but I do admire Drew's husband for pushing it. Some men feel a certain kind of way if they've been in a boy's life. I admire the fact that he pushed it. But you have to explain in some kind of way when you've been calling a man daddy your whole life, and now all of a sudden he got a other one.
But so I thought, okay, so maybe I heard
other one been out of jail.
I feel like Drew said that he had just saw old daddy a year ago. It ain't like this little boy don't know old daddy. I think
that's why. I think that's how she explained it to him maybe a year ago.
Okay, because it seemed like to me that was making it seem like, do you want to see him? Like he didn't know him, and I'm thinking this boy's old enough. I don't know. Maybe they just don't understand his age. Maybe I don't understand his maturity.
And then I wonder when he saw him a year ago, was it in jail? That's what I
could have been.
And that now that he's out.
And so why now though? Why did they come on the show with that? Yeah, but
I said
was it planned out? Is my thing.
I mean,
but my point is, was it planned out? Did Drew know that, okay, I have this opportunity to be on Housewives. Let me think of some stories. Hey, baby daddy, I'm going to bring you on camera and talk about this. What you think? I just wonder if it was planned for that.
This month, baby daddy, if you do this.
Yeah.
We just talking.
I don't
yeah, but
know. I always felt like those sort of things are exploiting those kids. I've been saying that for Candy and Riley for years. There's no way I would have let my daughter's my baby daddy situation play out, especially under the circumstances that Candy had. It makes her look bad.
But she said that he used to have money too. Now maybe he don't now. But she said he used to be a millionaire too.
Yeah. Well, that's neither here nor there. I'm talking about the fact that he was with somebody. His wife.
I thought you were talking about because he had money too. Because she don't need it. In my opinion, she don't.
With somebody that when she first started on the show, he called her. That's one of the first times I heard that term. Not a throwaway. What do they call her? She a runner.
Oh, what's that mean? I must have watched it.
She a girl that they just
run up in.
Yeah.
Oh.
That she was just a runner, that they weren't together. That's why
who are you talking about?
Candy and Blaque.
Who are you talking about?
His current wife.
That Candy was just a runner?
She was a runner.
Child.
Maybe I just have never heard it referred to as that before. Yeah, she was running in and out of different men. That's what you mean, right?
Right. They were running in and out of her. Either way.
He was a runner to her.
Yeah.
They weren't ever together. This wasn't her boyfriend.
Gotcha.
that he had a
Well,
girlfriend. He had a live-in girlfriend.
but he
That
should
she
have
No, he
dressed
was
up.
married. He was
So
married.
she like, so you
Blaque
saying
was
she like
married.
coleslaw? She was a coleslaw the relationship.
right. So it's
Okay.
like, and then you done made this baby, and then you want him to have feelings. That's a jacked up situation just to be in.
But he
You know,
knew that he could have had a baby, right?
huh?
He knew
Right.
he could have made a baby though,
He knew
right?
it.
Absolutely. He ain't no kid,
Yeah.
he ain't no infant.
Yeah, he knew it too. So
Yeah,
I don't
I
know. I'm
said,
just
but
happy
I
I
said
never did anything like that to be in that situation. Like I just could not.
I do wonder about men who have had relationships outside of a marriage and then a baby is produced. You know, how was he supposed to move forward with a wife and that situation? I mean, it's
Right.
like Martell. You know, if he and Mel had worked it out or even worked it out in the future, there is an issue here.
Yeah, always. It's always going to be an issue there. Ugh.
You know, I
Okay,
was
so
thinking
what
about
about we're talking about cheating. Let's talk about Fayln and her husband. So I
well,
kind of
hold on real quick.
go ahead.
Mostly before we get over to Fayln, I was thinking about Candace or Candy and and Melody, right? Or in this case, Candy and Coleslaw. So a lot of people have been giving Coleslaw slack because she had the baby by this man, and I was thinking that some people hate her, they won't really give her a chance. But look how many people love Candy. You know, so
Yeah.
it could be. I don't want to see her on the show, but I'm wondering if she did come on the show, would she have more support than we are realizing? Would people really kind of take to her and her City Trends clothing line that she's putting out, or if they would really just never really respect her?
Well, I'm thinking
I
if
think
Melanie stays on the show, no, they will never respect her.
I think that if she came on the show and made Martell a better person, I think they would. If Martell came on this show, if she came on the show next season and Martell not only had given her a formal apology, really to both of the ladies, but did right by their agreement and allowed her to move on, talking about Mel, without any pushback, and they really were co-parents, I think it would be. I think they could. There, you can make that situation if that's what he decided to do. I think that he's going to be a horrible person if he comes back on this show and he's not with her, because it would not make any sense for him to have messed up his whole family for somebody that you're not even willing to be with. That would not make any sense.
Yeah, but no, I don't think he'll be with her on the show. I mean, if it means he'll get a bigger paycheck, then maybe he'll do it for a couple scenes. But overall, I don't think he was concerned about being with her if him and Melody broke up, because he never expected him and Melody to break up over this. Now, everybody else is like, I don't know why you wouldn't expect it. Martell did not expect that. I don't see him being with the Coleslaw long term.
I don't think he expected it, but I think that once she got pregnant, I think he foresaw it. I mean, the fact, even she said that Martell told her at Mother's Day that the girl was pregnant.
Yeah.
He knew. Now
he
she
knew then.
claims, now if you listen to her story, stuff don't make no sense to me. But if you listen to Mel's story, they had already broke up and had already moved out. If Martell was trying to get his family back together, he showed by telling his wife he didn't got another girl pregnant ain't the way.
But he kept telling her that though. He was like, I'm sorry, I want to get back together. Let's try it again. So he kept telling her he wanted. Now, I don't mean he really did, but that's what he was portraying. And so that's what she believed because he said it. But then he's a liar. So I don't know why she believed anything he said.
I don't necessarily believe that he wanted her, because one of the something else that he said that I thought stood out once when she was saying that something about if we had got back together or something, I would something.
He said he would have left.
But he just said that to save face. I don't believe that.
He been leaving.
He wouldn't go nowhere.
Okay.
Melanie made him better, and I think he knows that. he just got caught up. But on here, you know,
I don't really,
Coleslaw did this little
necessarily
I
believe
don't know if
that,
people
but
can
okay.
read it, but from what I get from it, it sounds like she thinks she's gonna be on the show because she said, you know, she's looking forward to them really seeing her. And she's that B in Huntsville. That's why she's that B in Huntsville. So I feel like they are negotiating, trying to get her on the show.
If they smart, they would do anything possible to get her on the show.
Yeah.
Because people want to see that. Now, again, I'm a person that would enjoy the show on both ends. I would enjoy the show if they were working it out and she made him a better person. And I would also enjoy the
you just
show
want to see the man
where we would see real karma of him looking at her and was like, I can't believe I left my family for you.
For you.
And I mean, I would enjoy it on both ends. So
you want to see Martell say, you ain't gonna need to cook me no bacon? You ain't gonna boil me no egg? You want to see that?
Right. Mm-hmm. What you mean you ain't cooked? I've been at work all day. What you been doing? Why is this house so crazy?
What? That's because she's a busy
what you
girl.
Mean you can't cook no chicken? What woman don't
girl?
Chicken?
Did you mix the white clothes with the bleach with the color clothes? Like really?
Why is it eggshells in my eggs? Yes, you know my baby's allergic to X, Y, and Z. I'm telling you, I would enjoy it on both ends, and I would just enjoy it.
And I would hate to see Letitia. It would be a mess, and I bet Letitia would really try and befriend her too.
I don't think so, Kelly.
Oh, but I wouldn't be surprised
because of Marceau, unless they make up. Because she talked bad about Marceau, right? Didn't
yeah, and that's probably another way though that she can try and figure out if there is something else out there she needs to be worried about.
So she plotting.
You know, Martell has told Coleslaw. Yeah, Martell done already put out all the salad dressings and everything. That girl knows more information than I think we realize. Mm-hmm. And I think that Tisha would really try and bring her into her little circle of friendship contracts and crap.
You might be right. Tisha's like that though. Then would be like, what? And then be like, what I do?
I didn't even mean it that way, girl. You make that dumb. Mm-hmm. Oh, so y'all want to talk about Fayln and her little breakup? When he did his
that's what Candace was tweeting about, but no.
Yeah, when she talked about do these people get on just to get divorced? She did it. Gina from OC did it. As soon as she got on there, her and her husband divorced. Yolanda, I think, did it. Like,
but as Gina's little husband, that his name? Her name was Gina. He was just horrible from the very first episode. He sit right there on the couch, let the camera go the wrong way, and just ignore everything. He just was not. They should have just went ahead and broke up ahead of time. I don't even know what that was for. They weren't even trying to pretend like they were going to work something out, you know?
It's happened a few times. What now?
I don't think women get caught cheating. I don't think women get busted cheating. It's hard for me to believe that Fayln cheated and got busted.
You think? Yeah, I don't think Fayln would risk it all. For that. I don't.
I don't know about that. Joy, what do you think?
He said that they've been separated since January.
I didn't get a chance to get to know her to be able to judge whether or not that would be out of her character. You know what I'm saying? They really didn't allow us to get to know her for real.
But to risk it all
and
for
why
this man,
was that?
You got 3 kids, Joy. Think about it. That's not his.
Yeah.
You 30 something, 3 kids, and you in this house with this millionaire man. You gonna risk it all and get caught to mess with your best friend.
And he said she's still rich.
He said Fayln got money. She ain't done.
Yeah. He said
the power of
her.
I think people underestimate the power of how strong passion is and sex is. I think people underestimate that because as who is that? My girl on the talk, Cheryl Underwood.
Yeah,
she's like, who cheats on a millionaire? You don't even cheat on a thousandaire. You don't even cheat on a thousandaire.
I just don't understand.
So, you know, I I think people underestimate those. So nothing surprises me, to answer your question.
Okay.
But I don't know her. I don't know her to make that judgment.
Well, I hope she wasn't dumb enough to risk it all. Maybe she didn't feel like it was a risk because she got her own and dearly didn't need him.
Exactly.
But, yeah, but still, that's just crazy. Also, there's the rumor that Sheree and Phaedra are coming back. Do you want them back?
Definitely not Sheree. They have tried with Sheree 3 times. So they have let her go 3 times. Yeah. And the reason that they have is because you may like a person as a person, but they don't make good TV. Phaedra is somebody different. Phaedra at least made interesting TV. She tried to control her narrative a lot, but at least she did make interesting TV. So I would like. But
Sheree's little boyfriend's in the halfway house, so you don't think that'll make good TV? I think Sheree's got that halfway house boyfriend now. Tyrone,
I don't think that would save the show. I just don't.
Think so?
No.
I don't know. I mean, Phaedra don't have the power.
I wonder how long is he going to be on halfway house alert? What do you call it?
I don't know, but he's out.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that's why they're considering her because of that.
You know, Marlo tried to hint at Nene possibly coming back, which I don't believe.
Yeah, I saw that. I don't
believe that either. Could. But those are the things that would save the show. You can't. Yeah. I do not think you should have all 3. I'm gonna say it again. Candy, Cynthia, and Kenya cannot come all back. One of them, maybe, not all 3. And I
think they all 3 gonna come back though.
I can't. That wouldn't. Then that's a disaster for failure. So it failed. So I'm just gonna do it again. It's a failed season, but I'm gonna do it again.
Yeah, because
I want you to think about that.
When he was on Wendy, he said that he thought it was because they were during Corona, they had to stop filming a lot. So this season was different. So I do think, like, remember when I said they're gonna get a redo? I feel like they're gonna get a redo. Now we I don't know. We shall see. But
that would be purely stupid of them.
Yeah, but he said he loves Cynthia on Wendy. Like he likes her.
Yeah,
so I don't think she's going anywhere.
I mean, you can like a person. I do like Cynthia. I don't think anybody that watches Cynthia would say that they don't like her. She's very likable. That doesn't mean that you're interesting TV.
But no, Wendy even said, remember I thought she was boring and I thought she should leave. She was like, I don't think that anymore. And he said, I don't either. So that don't mean he won't let them go, but that's the thing that he's putting out in the universe.
I mean,
did you all see this? Hopefully it'll play.
That my best friend. She a real bad bitch, got her own money. She don't need no nigga on the dance floor. She had 2-3 drinks, now she twerking. She throw it out and come back.
So I showed that to say, do you think she should have wore that instead of what she had on?
You talking about to the reunion?
Yeah.
No.
I think they look better.
I like what she wore to the reunion. It didn't look like cheesy spandex. It probably, I like what she had on at the reunion. This thing here looks like something she bought at Party City clearance after.
It looks like something you're doing for a TikTok.
Well, but that reunion outfit, so you thought that looked like it cost more? Oh, okay. Maybe I gotta look at it again.
Yes, in the decent pictures, there were some not decent.
Yeah, the other pictures, it looked horrible. That bang she had, I mean, the hair, like everything.
I love the hair. You don't like the hair?
Mm-mm.
Oh. Well, when she explained it, I get she was trying to look like a particular person.
Yeah, was it Dita? What's
like
her
a
name?
pinup girl.
Yeah,
it was a specific.
It was
girl.
a Dita Von Teese, I think, but that she can't look like her. Though. We can try to look like
hair,
people, but we can't look like
her hair can look like it.
Yeah, that was her hair. Yeah, it was her hair. That's what she said. That hair was specifically for some girl. She named her.
Yeah, but she can't look like her.
Yeah,
like I can't look like Scarlett Johansson.
She's trying to look like her. She just was trying to get the hairstyle, and she.
Okay, because I mean, like,
the
hairstyle.
I
want to look like Scarlett Johansson, but that don't mean I'm gonna do it. Like, you just gotta look like Candy. So okay, so I think that was it with them tonight.
Here is the girl here. Here is the girl here. I can't.
Is it Dita Von Teese? What's her name?
Here is her picture.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
And that's her hair. That's
you think she
exactly the hair.
succeeded? Did she? Do you think she
Cute.
succeeded?
I love it.
Oh, okay. All right,
I
Kelly.
mean, it looked okay. That she was going for a look, and she achieved it. I mean, I thought they shouldn't have did that look. Yeah, here's a whole bunch of them.
I swear that outfit. Look at this outfit. So y'all think that outfit looked like it cost more than what she had on earlier?
Yes.
That is a swimsuit, a black swimsuit. Okay.
That's okay. It was a Chanel swimsuit, maybe. I don't know. I liked it better. I did. I liked it a lot better than that. Everybody wears that print leopard crap.
Well, I mean, it don't have to be leopard. I think her hair looked better. Her makeup looked better. Her shoe. I just think everything looked. But the reunions tonight.
Why is the mailman out on a Sunday?
Huh? Yeah, they deliver mail on Sundays now. But
okay.
This is the reunions tonight. I guess we'll talk about that next week. Does anybody else have anything about Atlanta? All right. So next is Married at First Sight. What do I have? So it is the couple retreat. They are 9 days to decision day. And they played they played a really fun couples game. And I thought it was interesting that the couple that really is not getting along knew each other the most.
Oh, that was so funny. You know, he left without even telling her.
Yes, girl, he left without even. And I felt like they were doing that.
She is so mean to him. I think that he has personality of Lent, but she's very mean to him. Like, she walks through the door. I can't think of his name.
Jacob. I wrote it down.
What's her name?
Haley.
Yeah. Haley comes in. Why are you eating? What are you eating? 8
eggs. Just let them eat his eggs.
The old
all he ate was eggs and steak. He told her that when he first met her. She was like, well, I thought we were supposed to be cooking today. And then she nitpicked at him in front of people. Like, she has no respect for him and she don't like him. That's clear.
And then, okay, so since we're talking about the couples, what about the Virginia girl with the pilot, knowing that her man's allergic to cats? And still, like, my cat's got to sleep.
And look, I'm allergic to cats. I really am. Like,
right.
In a room, I'm allergic to dogs and cats. There's no way I would be okay, even if I wasn't, with a cat in my bed.
Me either.
So she's saying she got one right here and one underneath and the back of her leg. It's ridiculous.
And her husband's allergic to the cat. And
regardless
she's saying,
if he lied
I don't care.
Or not,
they're going to sleep
people
with me.
saying he lied.
I just don't understand her. I don't know how she got picked for this show.
I did. Did you see her having a conversation with Dr. Pepper?
When?
This was, if it wasn't last week, it was the week before last. When Virginia was talking to Dr. Pepper, I remember saying, that's the girl that they picked. But this nut that's on the show.
Yeah, like she's not real. Like who she portrayed is not the same. No.
I don't think she likes this guy either.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now,
I just don't think she should be on.
Get the whole thing about not rushing into an apartment. I get that. Because even Amani, if y'all remember from last season, y'all don't know if y'all watched
I didn't watch it.
Amani was a couple, a black couple. Were they in New Orleans? Yeah, I think they were in New Orleans. And it was a couple that they got along, girl, from first day all the way to the end. They just exemplified, if that's the word, it's not. Black love.
It's your word.
Right. Black love. They just did.
Yeah.
And he moved and got another place because I think he was staying with his grandmother. Moved, got another place after filming, and she still had her apartment. They had stopped filming like months and months ago. She had just moved in with him.
I can see that. But then she was mean to him at the table though, because she was like, I told you to put your apartment on the market. He was like, well, do you think it's gonna sell? She was like, well, you need to. I mean, she was just. I don't know.
She's mean. Yeah, he's both of them are not realistic. No. He wants to be at, when you're in a relationship and everything is good, your relationship is 10. He wanted to pretend that it was at 10 already. And that's his problem. Her problem is she just wasn't ready. She got too many cats and dogs to jail with anybody. For one, she thinks it's okay to spend a night over her male friend's house
as a married woman.
As a married woman. And my whole thing is this man is already out of town enough that you can do it, and he won't even know none the wiser.
Nothing at all.
All he has to do is call her on his cell phone. Long as she answers, he good. He wants her to call him every 2 hours when she's out of town. But when he's out of town, hey, you got to respect the fact that my time won't allow me to call you.
But he is flying a plane, Joy.
No argument. But it's unrealistic for anybody to be on a work-related event and call their husband every 2 hours.
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
That's my point. Now,
even if I had the time, I'm not doing that.
Yes, he's flying a plane. But I think it's utterly ridiculous. Now, my girl, the Vincent and the other girl.
Bree, yeah.
I really like them, but Bree is not realistic either. Her condition that she has, she could she could have children. Her
she can have kids.
Of having is crazy to me. Again, here's a situation. It should have been a deal breaker to put a man who wants a family with a woman who didn't know.
With a woman who's afraid to have kids.
I think it's just certain things that just shouldn't happen. That should be the forefront of your mind when you're picking somebody for somebody.
I think when he tried to get on the horse, I thought that was nice. Even though he didn't enjoy it, I thought that was nice of him. But he even afterwards, he was like, I don't want to be pressured to do stuff. Like, let me know first. Like, don't surprise. And I'm like that too, y'all. I'm very scared. Like, I don't like roller coasters. I don't like, so I'm not bungee jumping. Like, I'm just not for me.
But she's gonna be unhappy. I ain't bungee jumping.
I'm not doing that. I'm a zip line, maybe.
Bungee jumping is fun.
Well, that's because you crazy, girl.
Look, I'm above the age age where I don't have. Look, I just ain't risking my life.
I ain't risk. I'm terrified. I'm scared of heights. But I did do this tram thing when we went to Gatlinburg. Y'all, I was terrified, but I did. So I will try, but don't surprise me. Like, let me make my own decision.
Her. She knew the whole night before.
He said that, but that's how he made it seem like that. But that was his main thing. Just don't surprise me. Remember, they had the conversation about that.
But she was like, well, if you don't way more adventurous than he is.
Yeah, then you won't ever get it. So I think she needs to just not surprise him. I mean, that's something easy. I think they'll make it though. I do. Paige and Chris were not at the retreat.
Yeah. Girl, when y'all see the
girl, I'm away because at first I was like, tell me, I'm away. I see them on the couch holding hands, laughing. However, I pray that they laughing and saying this was a good run. I hope you have a good life and I have a good life. I don't think this was gonna happen. But I didn't
watch the current episodes because I wanted to go back and see it. So last night I finally watched the episode when he saw her walking down the aisle. And he said, oh shit.
Oh shit. Yeah.
He said, oh shit, I just about fell out my chair. And then his arrogant attitude is 100% from that father of his. His father was like standing there telling her, you need to be intimate kind of on a regular basis with your husband. That's what he liked. You understand what I'm saying? I mean, his father was really kind of overbearingly obsessed with being
I thought his father liked her. Like, thought her body was all
like,
that. He liked her. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, my goodness. I watched that last night. It was so good.
It was cringe-worthy.
Yeah.
It really, really, really was. And the fact that she stayed with him past that first night, knowing that he's not even attracted to her.
She didn't know that.
I don't know what it takes.
She didn't know till later.
Yeah.
When he disappeared.
Yeah,
when he
then she
went
should have. But
downstairs,
okay, so what
instead
you're
of coming
saying
back
is,
with bacon and eggs. I would
yeah,
have left at that point. After
okay,
they had that talk. Yeah, no.
I
Okay.
think they try to work it out, but once
Um,
he tells you that he don't like your
if
face,
that look, I don't
that's when you say
necessarily
no.
think that she
Okay,
should
but
have
he
left when
practically
he.
said it. He
Well, I don't
practically
think.
said you're not normally what I'm attracted to. And when
But
he
he,
told her girlfriends that,
but
they
they're
looked at
married,
him
so I can
like,
see
But
why.
I wouldn't have left, but I
mm-mm.
wouldn't have slept with him again.
Yeah, that's what I
That's
would.
the
Yeah.
issue because
Mm-hmm.
you can. I have seen a whole lot of couples, starting with Jamie and Doug, with the very first season, that were not attracted. Well,
Yeah.
Doug was always attracted to Jamie, but Jamie was not attracted to Doug. Or I've seen it where people, they stick with it and they really do give it a shot, and they end up being crazy about those men, or because usually it's that way. This is the
Yeah.
first time that it's been a man open about him not being attracted to a woman, other than that one guy, a couple of.
Yeah, the black guy.
But
from
he
Haiti.
never said that he wasn't attracted to her. He just said he felt dead inside when he kissed her.
I just don't understand. I agree with you, Joe. I don't think she should have gave up because they were married.
Right.
You can grow an
But she
attraction,
shouldn't have
because I
slept
have
with
seen
him.
people where I know I do not like them.
No.
When they start talking to me, I'm like, oh my God, he's sexy. Like
No
his
guy
voice,
that
his
I have
mannerism.
I have ever been crazy about, I was immediately attracted to.
Yeah.
It's
So,
usually
but
like you talk to him, like you might say, "Oh, he cute," but it ain't
yeah.
nobody like, "Oh my God, he's
Oh
so
my
fine."
God.
Yeah, you know, it's been like you have a conversation with him and you talk to him, he be like, "Oh, dang, okay."
Okay, like, and
You
he
know?
treats you a certain way, and he smell a certain way. You be like, oh,
That's
okay.
yeah. I've never,
Yeah.
not the
So
relationships, the ones that would be like, "Oh, he's so fine." They last for about 15 minutes.
But yeah, but she should have stopped sleeping with him. And
Yeah, she should have stopped.
I mean, before she met him, she was talking about what she saw herself, her marriage being like, and she was all excited and had all the different lingeries. And I mean, she had been praying for this, and he's not attracted to you. But really, the only thing he likes about you is your big ass.
Yeah.
And that's okay. No, I would have. And when he was making those comments to her girlfriend,
right now, that was wrong.
She didn't see that though.
But her girlfriend should have told her. I'm gonna tell you, if I'm marrying somebody,
that's why I said I would have got rid of him and the girlfriend.
Yeah, they should have told her.
Doing too much. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay,
who else do we miss? Brian and Claire. They wrote the letters to each other, and he did say love Ryan.
Wonder, does he like her?
But I don't think her letters are so like, I love this, I love that, I love this, I love that. And his is like, you're nice and you're hardworking and you're this. Like, he's just not as emotionally attached as she is.
I don't know what his aim is, because he, you know, it's not about I like you. I mean, I'm in love with you. I wouldn't have expected you to be in love in 6 weeks, 7 weeks anyway at this point. But I would be able to say, you know, you really seem like the type of person that I've wanted or that I needed, and I could really see a future with you. That's not that's saying, that's telling her I see something with you without saying, you know, those words, I love you. And I think that could have been something that she runs with. I don't know where she stands with him. It's weird.
I'm worried about them. I don't know if he likes her. I
don't know if he likes her either.
But I think is anything else that happened?
That's it.
I did like the couple exercises. I did like the write a love letter to each other. I think I'm gonna do that. And then I like the one, write a paragraph or two about the things that you like about me and what I like about you. I feel like that's some stuff couples should do. And I feel like couples should like have questions that they ask, even if you've been together for a long time. Like, what do you think? Just to get the conversation going and to continue to grow together. So I like those two exercises that they did. That's the only thing that really stood out to me. Was I really do think they are trying to make these couples make it, but I think Callie got knocked off. Hopefully she'll get back. So now where are we? We are on we're moving good today, y'all. A pop of culture. So what's going on? The Scots on Love and Marriage. That's the right picture. Why is it giving me Fayln? I hit the right one. They have products now. They have Fayln's picture keeps coming up, and I'm getting the right thing. But anyway, they have a t-shirt, sweats, hoodies, and then they also have this new champagne, chocolate champagne. So I'm proud of them. So they're really venturing out and making some coin. And so do you think they could be the next power couple or no?
No.
Okay.
And it's not because they're not a good couple or anything. It's because in order to be a power couple, there is this, they're not on equal footing.
Oh, true.
Power couples tend to be on equal footing. Every time he talks to Tisha, he talks down to Tisha because for whatever reason, it's like she doesn't understand. Like you have to talk to her the way that you would talk to your 9-year-old.
It's got to be draining. I don't think I could just do that all the time.
Yeah, and I don't know if I don't think he does that all the time. I don't.
You think he just does it for the show?
Yes, I think they do that for the show. I think he lets her be her, probably generally, but I think just because of the show.
But on the show, it's embarrassing.
It's embarrassing.
Yeah. Then we have the All-Star Housewives. Supposedly, they all flew out to Turks and Caicos to stay in this villa together.
Who is that on the end? Blaque, that's on the end.
Kenya.
Oh, you got her on there twice. Okay.
Kenya and Cynthia. They're the two Black people.
No, it's somebody Black on the end. Is that Kenya on the end in the bikini?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that's all of them twice. One picture's them in the bikini.
Oh, okay.
I got you now. Yeah.
Okay, I see.
It's 7 of them in the house. And they are going to only, Callie's coming back. They are going to only be filming it's only going to be 4 episodes. And from what I'm told is it could be either on Peacock or Bravo. They don't know yet. So is it something
like that's gonna be boring as heck?
I'm like, they're only gonna be there a week. How much can you get in a week?
I can't see much.
I don't know.
Not much basketball wise.
Yeah. I really and truly wish that my dream cast would have Kenya and Giselle together. I don't know why. I feel like they would do just good together. So I wish that she would have waited, but maybe I don't know. I don't know why
they're on the right side. They're on the same side on a lot of stuff, though.
Yeah.
I don't know if they wouldn't be in conflict. I don't think they would be in conflict.
Yeah, and I would like people to see them differently. And I think if they were together, they might could get a different look. But I'm not sure. But that's my feeling. And I wish Sonia was with Ramona because they are fun when they are together. Ramona by herself is horrible. But other than that, I don't know why they picked them to be first. I have no idea why they picked these ladies to be the first.
This don't even make any sense to me.
It does not. But
because Teresa generally isn't confrontational.
Yeah,
you have to
she's
bring
just not.
Stuff to her. Yeah. You just have
now
to
Ramona is. I think she's going to be the one that's going to cause most of the conflict. But anyway,
I guarantee you, if it's conflict, I tell you this. I don't even know nothing about Ramona because I don't even watch New York. I ain't never watched one episode of New York. I'm gonna watch it this year because they putting a little splash of color in there.
Yeah.
But check this out. Joy said it first. I can guarantee you who gonna be in a conflict.
Oh, it's gonna be her and Kenya. You wanna know why? Because
I don't know about. I don't even know this other.
No, because Ramona was mean to Giselle. See, this is what happened. Giselle was somewhere, and Ramona, everybody's like, get in the picture. She told Giselle to move out the picture. Like she wasn't important enough. Ramona, and that's why I think Kenya is not gonna like Ramona, because Kenya and Giselle are friends. It's gonna be some conflict. It's gonna stem from Kenya trying to get something back for Giselle. I promise you. Ramona was so mean.
Because I can guarantee, because it's something about her innately just doesn't know how to get along with women.
But I think it's gonna be because Ramona's gonna push her buttons. Ramona will do, and I don't know if Ramona's racist or not, but I heard her and Ebony gonna have some issues too. And Ebony gonna have to put Ramona.
Is that
in her
the
place.
new girl?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Okay. I'm watching it this year.
Yeah, it's gonna be.
I don't know that she's racist.
Will take up for herself. I really don't.
You know, I don't know that Ramona is racist or not, but I do think she's extremely entitled.
Yeah.
Extremely entitled. You know, so I think that is going to be which could be the same thing in her case. Her entitlement is because maybe they're of a different race or something, but that's probably why she makes good TV. But I think she might get into a lot of trouble this time if she doesn't handle herself.
She was entitled to the girls in New York though, and they white like Bethany. She thought she was way better than Bethany. I remember when they walked across that bridge, and when Ramona told Bethany that she was how she was because no one would ever love her. Like Ramona said some of the meanest stuff I've ever heard in my life. Yeah, and so she just thinks she's better than everybody. And they let her get away with it on New York most of the time. So
that's true.
Yeah. Let's see what else do we have. I guess we can talk. You want to talk about DMX? So DMX, did you watch it? Only thing I could catch was
watched
The Professional.
I watched a little bit of it.
Yeah. But they said that Kanye's choir performed. Eve talked. DMX daughter did like a freestyle rap. Swiss Beats talked. I guess the Rough Riders. I don't know if Swiss Beats was part of Rough Riders, whatever, but they all talked.
He was. They're playing their thing today because I didn't know that either. But I actually watched it a couple of months ago when it aired.
Yeah.
On Chronicles. He was the little nerdy kid doing the beats.
Okay, I was wondering.
Yeah, he was the little nerdy
kid. Did y'all hear about what he said at the service?
What did he say? Because I heard it was true.
He said it was. I didn't even know he could speak. But he said that everybody that was there should have been there when he was alive and not just trying to now put your name on tickets and advertisements or whatever now that he's gone. So he said that y'all ain't friends, you know. Y'all just here because it's DMX and we all getting together. So he was pretty upset. I don't know if something might have happened before him, but he was serious about what he was saying.
I think that he said it and tried to catch himself, but it was too late. Like
when you're at somebody's memorial service, to sit up there and say who had that's not the place to do it. And it had a national because it was on BET. You don't do stuff like that, even if it's absolutely true. Can you imagine your grandma dying and it's always one granddaughter that gave the grandma hell. You pick their service to tell them.
They know
that just even if it's true, even if whatever you said is 100% is true, it's just not the place. You know, people are already feeling bad. There could have been somebody in the audience that, you know, really did feel they could have decided to walk away from him because they didn't like maybe the lifestyle that he was leading. And it's hard to watch somebody that you love go through that. I had an uncle that I didn't speak to for a decade because of the life that he lived. And when I say I didn't speak to him, it was days I walked in my grandma's house and walked past him like he was.
And you didn't say nothing?
Yeah, I had, because he was always taking my grandmother through things.
Oh yeah,
and we had to pick up crackhead stuff too. Like
I got
somebody broke in the house and stole
TV. Stuff. I have
doggone well. Ain't nobody broke in this house and stole her big back TV.
Yeah, but you,
right?
But you. But Balenciaga has asked Kanye to do a shirt in memorial for a tribute to DMX. So, and the money's gonna go to his family. All the proceeds. I thought that was really nice. So they are trying to.
You know what I thought about though? Because you know some of his choir people said they've never been paid.
Yeah, they sued him.
And so, that Kanye. What was that, Joyce?
They sued him.
Kanye said he hadn't paid him.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I don't know, like if yes, if so, I'm sure we all know that. Yeah, he has money to pay them. The question is, are you going to pay them before you give that money to the family? Because if they're going to be performing for you again and they already haven't been paid, then you really about to rub some stuff in their little nose.
Oh my gosh! Well, hopefully he'll pay them. I mean, he's got the money to pay them.
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, I think that he will pay them. Another thing, since we're talking about was Shock G, which I did the Humpty Hump at a lot of parties. He passed away at 57. I don't know how. I don't know why. I didn't look into it.
They just said they found him in a hotel room.
Really?
No,
yep.
No details.
They didn't say what. Right.
Man.
Oh boy.
Well, we're gonna pray for his family. I don't know if the people are going to rally around him like that DMX, because he really wasn't still in the forefront of, the A-listers or the B to C listers. But I hope that his family's okay. And, it's really, really sad. The next thing is your girl right here, Miss Erica Jane. I don't know if she is advertising for this company or not, but honey child, she is cleaning for herself. She ain't never cleaned up for herself, honey.
She ain't got on no makeup.
Glam Squad is gone.
She had to pull up them big girl panties. She had to put it together.
She had to get it together, honey. I said, look at Erica. Mm-hmm. I can't believe she even allowed them to take that picture, because she is always looking like she got
she allowed them. She wanted them to send that one to the judge.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so
she look, I'm okay.
She cleaning up for herself. I didn't really know much about Nene's aunt, but she passed away.
They
she
said
raised
that's
her,
the
right?
aunt that raised her.
Yeah, she raised Nene.
I thought her grandmother did, but
I did too. So maybe they did it together. Maybe they lived together, because one of my aunts lives with my grandmother. But yes, so we're gonna pray for her, because even though I think she's okay not being on the show, this probably has been a rough year for Nene. You know what I mean? And so I think Greg's better though, so that's really good.
Yeah.
Do we have anything else? Real Housewives of Miami is supposedly filming now, y'all. I don't know if y'all watched it. I watched it. Scottie Pippen's wife was on there. I think they're divorced now, but I think they're gonna.
I forgot to show y'all this too. Can I show y'all something right quick?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
This is why people are saying that Eric on Married at First Sight is lying. Some girl that he used to date with her
and a cat. Eric.
What?
Yep.
Eric, no.
Oh my goodness.
But his eyes do look like they're closing up, Joy. They look like they're closing up.
Nothing right about that.
Well, Eric, I was there for you. Why'd you do that, Eric?
That's why people are saying that he's lying.
Eric!
He might not like cats, but
he don't mind them, obviously.
God, man. Also, these two were hanging out. I don't know why, but your girl Marie and Melody, and I don't know who this is in the middle. She just had on a Melody shirt, but they were seen together. So
I thought that was Melanie's mother. That's not her.
Is that her mother?
I don't know. I
can't, because when the mask on, I don't know who nobody is.
Yeah, you can't know. Could be Pat LaBelle.
You like Marie's little different braid wig?
You heard me? It could be Pat LaBelle.
Nobody like Marina.
That little Pat LaBelle Bob, yeah.
Yeah, it could be Pat LaBelle. I don't know.
It could be Pat
LaBelle. I don't know.
I mean, it does. I mean, that's true, because that is a Patti LaBelle wig.
That is not real braids. Is that braid?
That's a wig.
That might be a wig. I'm gonna give me a braided wig, because this summer, I ain't gonna lie, I already got it. Look,
can you please? Can we see it?
I have one
too. I just say put it on. Yeah.
Okay, I need to see this braided wig. It probably is better than sitting there 6 hours.
Did you write that a month ago? You said hopefully you want to see a crossover next season.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind seeing that a little bit. I don't know how Carlos would do it. You remember how Love and Hip Hop had all of them come together? I didn't watch it, I didn't watch. I don't know how successful it was. But
It was pretty good. It was
good.
And that's because it was resolving issues. I like it. I mean, all those conflicts because they had Scrappy and his wife and his baby mama Erica and his mother. They were resolving things. They even had Mundeezy's mother and Yandy resolving things. I like it when things come to, you can argue and have all of that drama, but it has to have some kind of resolution. If it's not fun TV.
And it's
not
good.
It
don't mean to have them fight again. It just means this is done.
Yeah. And you can argue over new things next year. They could be stemmed even from the old ones. But you should at least try to resolve. And that's what I think. That's the reason why I think that there are so many failures right now within these groups, because people get tired of the same drama. Like, if you have to resolve it, even if new issues come up, let's resolve this.
Yeah, because I don't think I'm gonna want to watch Karen tell Giselle she got a disease. I'm already dreading.
And neither should Bravo. I cannot even believe them. They need to just cut that crap out.
I'm just not happy, and I pray that this is not the case, because Potomac was my favorite show, and if they are going to the gutter still with this, I'm not gonna be happy.
And then you probably had those producers saying, "You all are in the running to be number one. Let's come out. Let's get them out."
Yeah,
souping them up. And these producers are so out of touch with regular people. Like, we're the people that tune in every week. And while I do think the viewership is way higher than what we see in the ratings numbers, because too many people are watching it in different ways. It's not just how it used to be.
It's streaming, a lot of stream.
A lot of people are streaming it. I do think the viewership is down from those people that normally do watch, because the drama gets old. It's not even new drama. Girl, you got ratings. This can't be right.
Yeah.
That was New Jersey. Joking.
And that was so good. I was so mad. And then I think I have.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
But look at what Atlanta got. That was for the Christmas party.
But that's Potomac numbers.
No, that's Atlanta and Married to Medicine.
I know. I'm saying those are like the numbers that Potomac was getting.
Yeah.
That's
I got
good.
you. What you're saying? Yeah.
What did Married to Medicine get?
0.8.
I cannot believe this.
Yeah, and New Jersey got 0.97, and then Atlanta got 1.3 for that boring Christmas party.
What did Beverly Hills get? Do y'all remember?
They're like in the 1 point something. They're like up there with Atlanta normally.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Dallas gets like 0.3.
What is New York? Do you know what New York is?
I don't know what they normally get, because I stopped watching them. But Dallas, I know it's like 0.3, 0.4 at the most. I don't know how they still on. I don't know how they're still on. I have no idea.
OC? What was OC?
OC is about like Dallas. Mm-hmm.
What?
Yep.
It's time for them to wipe these shows away or really do some serious shake up.
That's why I was saying you can't just keep giving the same thing and expect a different result. You can't say, let's get him a do-over. This the worst season, but let's do it over.
I just don't want Potomac to fall into this. I just don't. And I feel like New Jersey is giving, even though I hadn't watched New Jersey, so I don't know if this is new, but it's new to me because I'm a new viewer.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like they were way better than Atlanta was this week.
New Jersey, it was way better than Atlanta has been all season. New Jersey has, if you decided to, if it was a Sunday and it was storming or raining real hard and you didn't have nowhere to go and you got food in the house, your house is clean, and you want to binge watch something, you can sit down and watch Jersey all day and not be bored. That's
Jersey, I Love and Marriage Huntsville. Them too.
Oh, girl. Yeah. If you can't look, people who I did turned on to Huntsville, they be like, "Oh my God,
I just can't."
That is like the best reality show I've ever seen.
It's so good.
Even people who don't
they need to be able to come back. Well, they need to be able to come back with a good season, Carlos
Yeah,
King. I mean, he needs to
they're
bring them
starting
back
it soon.
and lift them up out of the gutter with this, all this cheating stuff. And I think that's what happened to Potomac. They got so many viewers after that ghetto fight that they're probably going to keep it a little bit trashy to bring up the viewership again, which is very sad and disturbing.
It's breaking my heart. So this is the Summer by Bravo. Yeah. I don't watch much of this, but I guess I might have to start. Family Karma, I have no idea what that is. Shaws of Sunset, I used to watch that, but I haven't. New York, Potomac, and Beverly Hills. So this is the Summer by Bravo kind of little advertisement.
The first episode of Family Karma. It was okay. It wasn't anything that made me put it on my DVR. I did watch Shaws of Sunset, but Shaws of Sunset the last season was so filthy to me. And what I mean by that is, I have a couple of issues with men who have a lot of feminine ways that go at women. I have issues with that.
Was Roger going at
They had a lot of that on this show.
Because Roger,
they had a lot of that on this show.
He always messes with
Reza did that to
MJ.
MJ. And he didn't just go at her. Basically, she had her son and her son was in a hospital. He said that the reason he did this long tweet and said that the reason that she was having so many problems having the babies because she had 10 abortions and yes. To me, I have issues with that because women can't respond the same to a man that you can a woman. I think, and when men punch at a woman like that, it's to me, it's bad. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I don't like
they were best friends though. Are they not? I stopped watching after a while, but they were like best friends.
That last season was a mess. So apparently, Raza and his husband was having a lot of problems.
Okay.
And so even before this mess happened, MJ had her baby, and Raza hadn't even met that baby. And while MJ was in the hospital because she had problems, and the baby, she had problems, and is in the hospital, and they didn't even know if she was gonna make it.
Oh my God!
Some new guy who was a blogger came in with that one new girl. I can't think of her name. The one that looked like her. The one that looked like the what's the name of that witch that's on that one show who wear that long black hair? The Addams Family.
Morticia. Okay.
Yeah, looking like Morticia came and told her that apparently Raza's husband had been sexually harassing him. And in reality, Raza's husband had been sending him sexual pictures on Facebook. I mean, in message, had been messaging him. But what was so confusing that we didn't learn until later is that he wasn't sending pictures of himself, nude pictures of himself, of his genitalia. He was sending it random people on the internet.
Shut up, girl.
Yes. And he said, and MJ, he apparently took that information to MJ, and MJ said, you need to tell Raza that. I don't want to have nothing to do with that.
I don't want nothing to do with it.
And so, now mind you, she's physically in the hospital. So when Raza and this guy gets together, Reza and this guy gets together, he uses the word, I don't know if he used those words with her. I'm assuming not, because she's physically in the hospital fighting for her life.
Mm-hmm.
But that he tells Raza that he was being sexually harassed. He didn't like those words. And that's really how the fallout happened. But I don't think she had anything to do with it. It wasn't like she said, go do it. Go. It seemed like to me, she was saying, I don't want to have nothing to do with it. I'm sick of hearing about Adam. You want to talk about him? Go talk to Reza. That's what it sounds like to me.
Girl.
But
I don't think I want to watch it, but
you had the fallouts and the arguments that they had were so ugly and so nasty. And I do not like it when men go after women like that. I don't care if they are gay or not. They're not women. Your
They're not
strength
supposed
is
to do that.
stronger, and you should. And the secrets that he told about her to me were so
That was her
jacked
best
up.
friend.
So jacked. And her baby at some point was like 4 or 5 months old, and he hadn't even met him. That's insane to me. We've been best friends since we was 14.
Yeah.
And I had a baby, and to me, that went against, in my opinion, I lost all respect for him, because if my very best friend had a baby, I could be ticked off at you, but I'd have been like, yo, I just
Especially if
can't
there was
believe you're at
complications.
this point of your life and I'm not
Yeah.
in your life. So what happened was, when he put out all of that information about MJ's husband went over to Rice's and them house and went into his backyard and threw something against the thing, broke up some plants. Yeah. And he filed a police report against him.
No residue.
That's really what the season was really about.
And he's still on the show.
Who?
Reza, after doing all that.
Yeah. And then acting like they're afraid of him. My whole thing is, I think her husband is crazy. I do believe he is.
I do too.
But he wouldn't have done that had you not said those things about his wife. Right. Those were horrific things to say.
Child, I might watch it then just to see I don't want to see that happen though.
And you could tell that they were filming when Corona was happening, and this was in California. So everything was crazy. And you can find out what dates it is, because you can find it was happening in real time.
That's so sad.
With the text messages and the things that he said about her, it was happening in real time.
That is awful. Well, with New York, Ebony and Ramona are going at it. I think what's her name? Leah and Ramona are gonna go at it. I don't know what Lou and Sonya are gonna do, but
so I guess what reunion should I watch to understand the dynamic?
See, I haven't watched New York since Heather left, and I don't even know what season that is. Okay. So I have no idea.
Yeah,
we may need to catch up.
Have
you been watching it, Callie?
Did you watch it, Callie?
I have I just stopped watching it when Bethany left. So what, 2 seasons ago?
Okay.
So yeah, I would have to play catch up on the current.
I'm gonna have to catch up, because I think that'll probably be a good one. Then Potomac, Karen versus Giselle, and then Beverly Hills is gonna be all about Erica. So that's what, if we want to talk about stuff, guess that's what it'll be.
Oh Lord.
I know, right? Then the only thing else for pop culture is, I don't know if people know, but Nick Cannon is expecting twins. He already has the 2 twins with Mariah. He has another baby by some other girl, and then he had another girl that's pregnant or just had a baby in December. Now he's gonna have 6 kids, 5 baby mamas. Why is he doing this?
Did y'all hear how many kids DMX had? I didn't know he had 17.
I think DMX had more, didn't he? I don't know.
17. He had 17. It made me think of that when you said that about Nick. I don't know
why.
What
Nick should know better. Why is he? I don't understand.
Really? She's just slanging his little stuff around. No condoms, nowhere. All these babies just a few months or a couple years apart. And he's just a busy man.
That just shocks me.
Is he? He has not lupus. What does he have?
Because he wears those turbans because of it.
What did you say?
Is it sickle cell? He wears those turbans. What is it?
I don't think it's MS.
If it were MS.
I don't know, but I know his hair falls out, so he has to wear those turbans on his head.
What chronic disease does Nick Cannon have?
Yeah, see what he has.
He does have lupus, yeah.
Lupus, okay.
He does have lupus.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's very rare for men. And a lot of times the treatments make you infertile.
But he ain't.
And I know a lot of women that have lupus that have to have their children younger.
Yeah.
Because they tell you that the older that you get, the more difficult and the less likely you are to possibly get pregnant. Now I've known a couple of them that have had babies, you know, older, but one particular girl I know who had it older, she's had a lot of problems after she had
it's
second
hard. 'Cause I
baby.
know Toni Braxton has it, I think, too, and she has a lot
Yeah,
of issues
yeah,
with lupus.
yeah.
So now we're moving good, y'all. We on watch me. What do we have to watch? I don't know anything about this show. It's coming on Netflix. It's got
Oh yeah.
Kim Fields, Mike Epps, and Wanda Sykes. It's called The Upshaws. It'll be May 12th. I have no idea what the premise is, but anything with Mike Epps, Wanda.
I saw a couple of like little snippets that they're airing. She looks like she's gonna be kind of like a Regine. I don't know. It kind of reminded me of Regine, but
I liked
was
Regine. Yeah,
I loved Regine.
I had no idea that this was even a show. Did you? Married at First Sight?
No.
They aired it. If you have a DVR, they put it together.
Oh.
So when I recorded it, it was 3 hours. I was like, is this episode 3 hours? And it was the Unmatchables. They put the Unmatchables on.
Did you watch it? No.
I watched a little bit of it. I don't even like the premises of you saying, I heard one girl pass gas on the date.
That made her unmatchable?
That's gross.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if that makes you unmatchable, but I mean, I don't know how many people would want to be with somebody that they done just met and pass gas.
Yeah.
I mean, because if she can't hold it to the point, you can't make it to the bathroom and hold it up. Yeah, I can see why she'd be unmatchable, especially if she's not a healthy eater, because it's going to smell like she's not a healthy.
Look at this.
What is it?
Y'all was talking about Ramona in the best room. Y'all see this?
Yeah, I saw that. I know it's gonna happen. Oh, it's gonna happen.
About her calling Kenya.
She called Kenya. Ramona's mean, y'all. Ramona's very mean. And I really hope Kenya puts her in her place. Somebody on that trip gonna have to, because she's not used to it. Bethany would try to. Heather tried to. Heather left. Carol,
Bethany's not coming though, right?
No, Bethany's not coming. But when she was on the show, at least she tried to put Ramona in her place. Ramona's mean to people on the show, the staff, the product. I don't know how she gets to stay on that show. Like, she just horrible. But and then talking about Bethany, you know, did you hear where she said that being on the Housewife show helped hurt her in her business? Do you believe that?
No.
Bethany.
Yeah,
she said that
people buy skinny girl drinks.
Right, because of Housewives.
No, she said that people don't want to take her seriously. I can see that. It hasn't hurt her probably putting production out there, but I can see in the business world, people not taking anybody catty. I don't know her because I didn't watch that show, but I can imagine if you were catty, yes.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine taking Kenya seriously with business. I could see people taking Cynthia serious in certain business areas, and I can see people taking Candy serious. It's certain businesses that I don't even think people would take Portia seriously with.
Right.
You know, it's just when you are watching somebody, you kind of get a window, even if it's small. People tend to think that is you.
They do. But then sometimes they like when you're bad. Like, they feel like the bad press is good too. I don't understand that.
Bethany, I mean, I can see that maybe somebody wouldn't take her seriously in business, but once you talk to Bethany, she's a smart girl. I mean, you can clearly tell you're not talking to somebody that just got successful because they were on the show. She's been trying to put her own stuff out there for a while now. She's a really smart girl. There was 1 or 2 episodes where she had a board meeting, and it was completely hilarious. Those people are not reality TV stars, and you know, she asked how things was going, and nobody said anything, and so she made a comment and started laughing about it. So I can see that if you try to bring reality TV into the boardroom like she did, then I can see them not taking her seriously.
Yeah. But she has a show coming out.
Turn off the cameras. She's a smart girl.
Yeah, she has a show coming out. Bethany Big Shot. It's gonna be on HBO Max. I don't think I'm gonna watch it. Callie, that'll probably be the show you watch.
Yes, it will be.
You just tell us if
Oh,
we need
she
to
likes
watch it.
Bethany. You like Bethany.
Yeah.
Yes, I love Bethany.
I just
love
know
her.
Skinny Girl. I just know she did the Skinny Girl product, and I remember her on The Apprentice.
Well, that, you know what? We're talking about the grossly farting earlier, but her husband Jason farted on the show once. Funniest thing ever. It was ridiculous. Okay.
And they had the longest divorce ever. They just got divorced, Callie.
8 years. 8 years.
What
And they were only
the
married for
hell?
like 2. Yeah.
What you think it was
sad.
money? Like, I don't understand.
Yeah, I think it was money. I think Jason wanted to walk away with more than he came in with. You know, I mean, he had a job. He definitely wasn't a bum. But, you know, Bethany got rich. And there was a point in their relationship where Bethany said, we did this, Jason. You and I did this. And he said, no, I'm here with you. I get it, but it was you. No. After a while, Jason started thinking, you're right. I helped. Give me a little bit more.
That's what it is. Well,
Yeah.
so Callie, let me know if it's good. I'll start watching it with you. But I'll let you be the guinea pig on that one, okay?
Okay.
Let's get political. We're almost done. So, do we have anything else on George Floyd? I know that Derek, how do you say his last name? Chauvin.
Mm-hmm.
They say that he is on suicide watch.
And he's under investigation too.
Oh yeah, for a teenager he did
a black teenager. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So
he's under what?
He's under investigation for abusing a black teenager. You know, they're now starting to go back and look at everything he's done. He's definitely been in trouble before. It's just never gotten this much attention. So now they're going back, and I guess he really did a black teenager wrong. And they just started talking about that, so I don't have a lot of.
It was
details,
a black woman that he pulled out the car that I had heard about. That's the reason why he didn't get on the stand. Because all of those old cases he could have to answer to.
Yeah. So
I think he actually put his knee on this guy's too, right, Callie, the young guy?
I believe he did. He did. So he knows he's probably in the right place. But you know, so what do y'all think though about the girls, the teenager? I've been seeing a lot of back and forth. So many people disagree with that teenager that got killed just right after the verdict was announced.
Well, it's some things that's disturbing is that was one of her foster mothers. I didn't know that.
Right.
And that she called the police that the foster mother had attacked her before. And I don't know what the situation, that seems weird to me.
Yeah.
People wouldn't bring something like that outside of the door. You know.
Right. Why did they go outside with I don't know.
Because I had heard that girls had came to beat her up.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's what they said. But there would have been no way for the cop to see that. Everybody is so divided on this. Everybody, especially that Roland Martin. Do y'all listen to his show?
I don't. What did he say?
No.
He is like, you have got to be kidding me if you think that what that cop did was right. For him, he didn't really even see into the fact that the cop saved that girl's life. He saw into the fact that, okay, the girl was about to do something wrong. Couldn't you taser her or something? You had to shoot her 4 times. He's against it. Don Lemon is for it. Don Lemon agrees with what was said. Charlemagne the God and his little partner has been fighting over it on their radio show. Do y'all listen to them?
I don't. But how did he know he wouldn't hit the other girl though? If he's shooting 4 times.
This is my thing. They should not be in a situation where they are rolling up on. They said that knife was thrown down. First of all,
okay,
that she picked that knife up. I want to know why they're releasing snapshots and pictures and not the whole video. That's one of the things that irritates me. Because you're allowed to create narratives. Huh?
What else are you thinking we missed from the point where his video camera came on? What do you think we didn't get to see?
I don't have a clue.
We don't know.
We haven't got the clue. We haven't gotten to see it. But you don't think saying, "Hey, yo, please put the knife down."
He didn't say that at all.
No, he didn't say that. But she saw. You know, she saw the cop there. She was looking at him when the guy drove up, they saw the cop.
So, but, okay, so how do
that's where, I don't know.
But I mean, what if he would have shot the other girl? How did he know he wasn't going? He shot 4 times.
Maybe he's a good shot. I mean, maybe he knows.
But ain't nobody perfect. I think 4 times is excessive.
I just read an article today that said that Newark, New Jersey, in a year none of their officers had shot their gun in 1 year.
Yeah.
We're talking about Newark, New Jersey.
Yeah. Well, is that where this was at? No, this is Ohio.
No, I was just reading that article that these officers tend to be, they're shooting first and whatever the fallout is later.
It's supposed to be de-escalation process first. You're supposed to de-escalate the situation before you even go into that. Another thing that people are saying, which I haven't watched the video, is how do these people who are like mass shooting people, like mass killing people, they don't get shot. They have guns in their hands.
That's so true.
They don't get shot. They have killed everybody.
Look, 19-year-old that shot and killed 7 people in a church, got not only taken into custody without incident, he also dropped by Burger King because he was home.
I heard about that.
The white guy who killed 2 people who crossed lines a couple of months ago over the summer walked past the police with an AK-40 in his freaking hand.
Yeah, we've seen it all.
So, and I posted a video the other day. I don't even know when it was because it didn't have a date on it, of this white guy who gets pulled over. And there's 2 cops. They got their guns out and everything. And the white guy saying, yo, tell me what you pulling me over for. And he was like, get out the car. I'm not getting out the car. Get out the car. Let me see your hand. He gets a gun. Put the gun down. Put the gun down. They standing over here. He puts the gun down. Put my hand on the wheel. Get out the car. The cop opens the car. The guy closes the car and says, I'm leaving.
I'm leaving.
Put his
with the cop on him. The cop's on the car.
And parked and left.
Yeah. Look, no argument. All that's true. We've seen it all. We've seen it all. In this case, it's just a really hard one because I've definitely heard them say he should have done the whole de-escalation. But from the point where we were able to see that camera, when would that have happened? And you know what else was really bad? Well, of course, the girl getting killed was bad, but that other officer that looked at that shooter cop. He looked at him like, what the hell did you just do? Like he was shocked that the guy did that. Yeah. So, they obviously thought he could have done something differently. And, maybe he could have used a taser. I think he just had to make whatever decision he made in that very short amount of time. I just don't see where he had time to de-escalate anything.
I haven't watched it.
I will also say this that's disturbing. There were some people that was out there watching this woman. Now that we know this woman fighting this girl, we have to stop doing that too.
Yeah,
because that happened for a long time. This fighting happened a long time between her calling the police, not the bystanders. Back in the day, we would hear people fighting. We would call the police.
Yeah,
instead we grab our cell phones so we can record something.
Yeah, I just want to know what the heck is these adults over there trying to fight some teenagers for anyway? What is going on with that?
It's pretty sad.
I said this whole situation seems strange to me. So I don't know all the details to give a full assessment, but something is off.
Yes, it's off. That foster family, they need to get out. Whoever kids are in there with them, they need to be removed.
Yeah.
And it's sad because how old was she? 16, 15, 16?
15 or 16.
Yep, 15. Mm-hmm.
That's sad. Yep. And then the last thing I have is Caitlyn Jenner is running for governor in California. Yep. You think she has a chance?
No.
I would think not. But Arnold won, didn't he?
I think there is a difference between Arnold running and this.
Why? What's the difference?
What is it?
People don't know about Arnold's personal life. Nobody spent any time,
Yes, we do know about Arnold.
People would learn about that stuff later. People
we learned about the stuff later.
Arnold Schwarzenegger? Honey, Arnold Schwarzenegger been out there for doing this little women stuff for decades. Come on.
Oh, I didn't know.
I don't think people knew that generally. I think generally, because when that whole situation happened with his maid or whoever who had that baby, there were people that had never heard those stories before, and then people start talking about it. People have seen too much of Bruce Jenner, Caitlyn over the years in that reality show to take him seriously about anything. I think, my opinion, which might not be worth the hill of beans.
Yeah, I don't really watch the Kardashians. I don't know how he acted on that show. I think he might have the LGBTQ.
He has a good chance of winning.
He has them, I think. I don't know if he has anybody else. I personally, if I lived in California, wouldn't vote for Caitlyn Jenner. But who am I? I'm nobody. So I think, do we have anything else, ladies?
I would not vote for anybody also that I don't care about people living in the closet per se, but when you bring other people and families in there and hurt families, that to me, that would make you untrustworthy to me. I don't care if you could be in a closet all day long if that's what you want to do, but don't have a wife and be in the closet.
Yeah. I don't know. I wouldn't vote for him. I mean, I don't know what political. I mean, I don't know how he is. Maybe I need to hear him speak.
And he got. I think
I'm supposed to say her. Hear her speak. Sorry, I did the.
And I want to say he kind of conservative.
Yeah, I think he is. That's what she is. I think she's a she now. I don't know.
I'd vote for him if I were there and I agree with what he was talking about.
Yeah, that's why I say I need to know.
Of course, other people got heard with his announcement, but it wasn't the first time they heard it either. So he's not the only one responsible for the fallout of that. So I mean, come on, we are talking about Christmas.
But he's the only one. He's the only one that is with a woman when he secretly wanted to be one.
He is not the only man with a woman when he secretly wanted to be one.
In that marriage. In that marriage, she was.
No, he's not. It depends on who you listen to. According to some of them, that she knew what he was doing. She knew when he started taking those pills and everything. So at that point, it's just a matter of what you believe. Which takes me back to, so yeah, I mean, if I were there and agree with him, I would support him. If I agree with him over not supporting him because you don't know what lies are true. That you got to start separating that stuff somewhere.
And he is a Republican.
If you're punishing him like that just because of what you heard, then that's just it. You're punishing him. You're not thinking about what might be able to help the area in which he's running in.
Well, we don't know what he's running for, so maybe we will try to see what his stances are and what he's for and what he's against, and see if it changes my mind. But right now, I wouldn't vote for him.
Y'all watching the Oscars?
No.
Because what's that lady's name? Her little blue outfit is everything.
Who is it?
Yeah, I'll take a picture and send it to you.
Watching the what now? I didn't hear you.
The Oscars.
Oh, no, I didn't know that. So we'll do that next week. We'll do the fashion. So y'all tell me what y'all like. I'll look. But I think other than that, we are done. We got done really good. We moved on along tonight, y'all. We need to keep this up, keep this momentum up. So follow us, please, on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, YouTube. Anything else?
Nope.
Tonight is the reunion.
I don't think she's gonna have Caitlyn. Don't look like, I'm reading this article. Don't look like she's gonna have the support of the LGBTQ.
Q plus. That's what I say.
Yeah, because they said that they think this is her asinine views were weaponized against trans people and the ways in which transphobia will go unchecked. This is purely a vanity campaign and is incredibly selfish.
A vanity campaign.
Well, her own people don't want to. So
Well,
I love me some RuPaul Drag Race. So if y'all watched that, this would have been what we talked about every Sunday, but y'all don't watch. Oh my God, it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
So,
but
I'll be watching the reunion now.
Yeah, the reunion's about to come on. We will be back, I guess, Wednesday. Do y'all want to talk about the reunion maybe? On Wednesday, we have our Hot Topics Hump Day.
Yeah,
Hot
let's
Topics.
do that.
And if something else comes on, we'll talk about it. That'll be something quick. And then next Sunday's not Mother's Day, is it?
Yes, it is.
No.
I think, yeah.
Well, we will not be on Mother's Day. I don't know if we'll come on Saturday or not.
It's the 9th. It's the 9th. Yeah.
Is it next week?
It's the 9th. Mother's Day is the 9th.
That's not next week?
May 9th.
So we got next maybe, it sounds like.
We might have another week. I don't know. But with this Corona stuff and going in work, sometimes not. I don't know the dates. But anyway, y'all be good. I hope the reunion's better than we think. And y'all want, let me get this off so we can piece it out. You ready, Joy? Cal, how do you see you today? 1, 2, 3. Peace.
Peace out.
See y'all next Wednesday.
Peace.
Peace. Okay, hello.